Welcome back, fellow scrubs. This is Mark D. Wiz, your host of Game Dev Scrubs, the creative director of Skyline Studio, whatever else I have to do today. I listened to Goemon music today. You don't know Goemon. Goemon is a series from Konami that only had a few releases here. But most notably, if you were alive during the N64 era, they had Mystical Ninja starring Goemon, and also Goemon's Great Adventure. Both of those games made it over stateside, which is frankly amazing. But they're very good too, and they have great music. Oh, I was gonna say, I was trying to put the highlighter on my mouse, but apparently it's already running. So, anyway. Welcome to the Ecto-Rush Development Day. This is Thursday, the one that changes. So we've got Ecto moving. We've got the cloak flowing. We've got the fog coming in and out. We've got all that fun stuff. But what we don't have is actual level design. So it's supposed to. Let me pull it up here. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like.
Do you have the pyramid head? I want the pyramid head because it's the spooky.
No, all the look. We only had circle colliders, so all the enemies are circles, no
but
pyramids.
I want the pyramid head.
No triangles.
Because he's spooky.
No triangles. Maybe if he was circle head or orb head.
Well, can you make his sister?
Make his sister.
Circle lady.
Yeah, circle lady. There you go.
Circle boobs.
Circle boobs.
Head,
there you go.
Circle boobs.
Circle boobs. There you go.
Super spooky.
Yeah, that's real scary. Actually, the scariest thing there would be Konami's lawyers. Look, we're already pushing it with Goemon music. we don't need more than that. All right, let's see. Okay, here it is. I found it. Okay, so the level design you see here is those basically gravestones and tombs and stuff. They're basically just boxes or just rectangles. They look different in different parts of the game, but they all have the same physical shape behind the scenes. And the idea is you don't want to bump into them because then you get hit. Boom. Oh no, I died. So I need to get that actual level design working. Now my expectation here, and we're going to do a little experimenting and learning, because I don't know if this is going to work out, but my expectation is that we could use Unity's tile map system. That would be really easy to edit some of this stuff, which would be really nice, right? So let's learn that together and see what it does. Now I have a hunch that it's probably an additional package. Actually, you know what? Let me save this scene and just make a new scene. I think it'd be a little easier to do that. Basic 2D. Yeah, I guess that's fine. There we are. So I'm gonna make a new thing and say tile map parent. I'm expecting that tile map doesn't exist. Oh, it does. Okay. I was certain that we'd have to actually install a package for it. Oh, so there's a tile map collider, tile map renderer. Okay. Well, let's bring up a tutorial here. Hello, peepees. What are you peeping for? I just gave him food.
Oh, I'm just treat there.
Alright, I'll say they seem pretty excited. Let's see. Make a new tab here. Okay. And I know better than to Google on screen. So if I can size the damn window the way I want it. Google.com. Okay. Unity tile map tutorial. Instructions, tile map on Unity Learn. There we go. Alright. Let's learn, accept the damn cookies. They're tracking me anyway. What does it matter? Okay, time map system makes it easy to create your stuff. Okay. Scroll out just a little bit here. My version of Unity is 2019.3, or no, 2020.3. It's not even on here? Of course it's not. Alright, whatever. That's the close enough one. Okay, what is a tile map? We know what a tile map is. Installing the tile map editor. Oh, so you do have to install something. Alright. Package manager. Oh, yeah. Tile map editor. Why? Wait. So why are tile maps in here, but tile map editor is not? Oh, it's already installed. Okay, that might be why. Maybe we wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't installed. Okay. Create a tile map. Yeah. Well, about the tile map system. Here we go. This is what I want to know. A tile map consists of two things: a grid and an actual tile map. And the actual tile. What? Okay, right, let's just read on. The tile map editor works in a one-to-many relationship. There's only one grid in the scene, but there can be several tile maps. Oh, okay, I see what they're trying to do here. The grid creates a layout for the scene that the tile maps rely on. Selecting the grid in your hierarchy will open the grid properties and uh-oh. Maybe this is not going to work for what I want it to. Well, maybe, maybe not. What I was thinking is you could build a prefab, or you could build literal scenes to be the patterns that get randomly selected in the game, right? And then you would have them loaded in, and they would just kind of move down past the player. I mean, the prefab would be really handy with that, because you could just move the parent of the prefab and the whole pattern would come down. But but if every scene only has one tile grid, I don't know about that. Like, how would that work? Would they just align to the grid in the main scene? What if you loaded multiple scenes? Alright, well, this is why we're testing stuff out, I guess. Looking at the inspector, there are 4 things you can directly change about how the grid organizes, displays, tiles. Aside from cell layout, you'll normally want to leave these settings at their default values. Sure. Cell swizzle? Swizzle? What is swizzle? Swizzle? Okay. Alright, it's down here. This determines which direction the grid is facing. Oh, okay. Like cell swizzle. Okay. That's fine. It determines what direction is facing. Directions you can select are X, Y, Z, X, Z, Y, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Sure. Cell gap, space between each square on the grid, blah, blah. Yeah, a fresh squizzle for Rizzle. Yeah. Okay, cell layout, this determines the layout of the grid. Oh yeah, okay, there's hexagonal ones. Like, you see the strategy games that have hexagonal tiles. Yeah, there's isometric. Isometric Z is Y? Sure. And rectangle. We'll be using rectangle. So all the colliders in Ecto-Rush are circles except for the tombstones. They are actually rectangles. And I remember that because we had to program that. We only had circles. It was Ecto-Rush is based off the Hamster Drop engine when we originally made it, and Hamster Drop only had circle colliders. Okay, select the tile map underneath the grid in the hierarchy. It will display 2 components. Does it have to be under the grid in the hierarchy? This is getting awfully complicated for what it is. With the tile map component, you can change how the tile map behaves and how the tiles within it look. Skills, quick breakdown of the tile map. Okay. Animation frame rate. Oh, animated tiles. Okay. Sure. Oh, we don't need that here, but it's nice. Color. You can set not only color, but also transparency values for the tiles. That's cool, actually. We might be able to make use of that. This is particularly useful with tiles like clouds or water. Yeah, sure. This is where each tile will be anchored in the grid. By default, it's set so the tiles are anchored to the center of each grid space. Sure. Okay. I think I get it. So probably each tile is going to be like a prefab or something. And like, yeah, you want to know whether the prefab itself is going to be affixed to the top left or the center or whatever. That's fine. And then orientation, similar to the grid direction. This controls the direction the tiles will be facing. Sure. It's useful when you're working in a 3D environment and not 2D. That's kind of cool that you can have like a 3D tile map. I can see why you would want that in some games. Although it has probably limited use case. And that's interesting. The tile map render itself has its own material. Wonder how that's going to work. Alright, you'll notice the tile map render, which allows you to change how much each tile is rendered in its sorting order. Okay. You can change the sorting order of the tiles by selecting which ones are rendered first. Bottom left, top right, top left, top right. What? Which ones are rendered first? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. What? What are you screaming about? Come here. Want to come out? What? What? What are you crying for? What? Why were you crying? Did you just want to come out? Oh. I know I didn't get to see much today. I wasn't around. What? You hear their voices are changing. They're getting older now. What? The chickens, by the way. Anybody who's new to the show. I have chickens. Yeah. Choo choo choo. Choo choo choo. It was sitting there crying. I don't know if you could hear it. So I brought him out. But he's happy now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're happy now. That's a microphone. Which one are you? Oh, you're Funshine. You're Funshine. You got a little bit of a dark beak. What? Choop 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 choop. Choop choop choop. What? What? If I put you back, are you just gonna cry again? Yeah. Well, you're real happy looking around. Everything's exciting over here. Chicken reveal. Hey, I got, I don't have the link to it right here, but I am posting pictures to the chickens on Instagram. So if you want to see them, you can go there. Just look for Mark D. Wiz on Instagram, and we got the chicken pictures. Hello. And kitty pictures. What? What are you doing? You just wanted to come out. I know I couldn't. I usually take them out every day, but I haven't been home most of the day, so they didn't get to go out today. I think they're just antsy. What? 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 Oh, you was slipping off my finger. What? What? What are you doing? I got 4 of them. Well, 5 of them. There were 4 originally. They were abandoned eggs. So we hatched them. And then we had another little one And he was unfortunately a dog attack victim, so we took him in. Hey, there it is. Thanks for the link in chat. So Little Peep, he was unfortunate. Oh, he's getting in my beard. His they don't have a mother, so they think of like my beard as like feathers, and they'll get under the mother and to stay warm and to sleep. So he's just digging in under my beard now. Yeah, that's what you wanted. That's all you wanted. You just wanted to get picked up. I'm so sorry you're gonna have to go back though. I can't work with you here. Oh, what was that noise? Oh. So Little Peep's doing well. He's recovered. Actually, I thought maybe his wing was messed up for good, but I think his wing is actually healing now, which is really cool. So, I think they'll all be alright. So we'll have to figure out what to do with them. I'm figuring maybe just get a coop to keep them segregated from the other ones. Although they were mingling with the other chickens last time and they didn't seem to clash or anything. Gotta get a perch necklace or something so they can nest in your beard while you do the game dev. I know. That'd be funny. What? They poop all over the place though too. What? Boop 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 boop. You have food and water. You have no reason to cry. Except for coming out here. Yeah, I know. Worth it for the chickens. Well, we got the first chicken that we raised. Because the chickens just live here in the mountains. They just live here. They're kind of like semi-wild chickens. And they just hang around because we feed them. But we had one, had a baby, only one baby, but the mother must have got attacked by something, and she disappeared, and so we caught the little chick running around screaming, and that's Peeper. She doesn't like the new ones. She's very adversarial, but she'll sit on the back of my chair while I work. She'll sit up there, and she'll just kind of watch what I'm doing. Yeah, boop 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 boop. What are you doing? Now these ones could potentially do that, but there's not enough space up there if they're fully grown. But they haven't figured that out yet. What you doing? So I don't know. I'm thinking about giving them an outdoor coop, and then if they want to come visit and come back inside, then we'll let them. But they're quite messy, so you got to be careful with that. What? I don't need 5 full-grown chickens pooping my house up. Poop, poop, poop. Okay. Are you happy now? Can you go back in? Will you be crying if I put you back? You're just staring at me. Yeah, I know. Come on, let's go. Come on. Oh, you did? I think they tipped their water over. Let me give them some more. Oh. Here you go. Go on. Okay. I think they're all happy now. Get a coop or enjoy your future chicken throne. That is kind of what the options are, to be quite frank. That really is it. We got enough problems cleaning up after Peeper. She does not like being outside. She does not get along with the other chickens. These ones seem like they would. The other roosters came over and they were curious, and they came and laid down under the same bush with them and didn't seem to bug them or peck them or anything. So I think they're doing pretty good. I'm actually really happy about that, because Peeper, she seemed like she got along with them, but she's very adversarial. She'll fight with them. So she spends most of her time indoors. But Peeper's just weird in general. She doesn't like the new ones here either. She just doesn't like any other chicken. She just wants to hang around with humans. I guess she thinks she's a human. I don't know.
Doesn't like any other life form. She just wants humans.
Oh yeah, she doesn't like the kittens either. She'll peck at the kittens, so we got to keep them separated. It's just, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Weird chicken, but Everybody's different, I guess, right? Alright, let's continue reading our stupid manual here. Mode sets the render mode of the tiles. Options are chunk or individual. In chunk mode, sprites on a tile map render in batches. That's handy. This is probably more performant. That's why this mode exists. With each batch being treated as a single sort item, rather, in the 2D transparent cube. Number of draw causes reduced, yep, resulting in improved performance, there it is. But other renderers cannot be layered or rendered in between any part of the tile map. Okay, that makes sense, which prevents interweaving of other sprites with the tile map. Okay. I think we can use that mode, because in the original, it doesn't look like anything goes behind the tiles. I think we originally were going to do that, but because some sprites are made up of multiple tiles, like the cloak and stuff, if it went behind a tombstone, it would kind of look weird. But you can see it definitely is not that way. Oh, I died. Should probably do this on the on one of the beginning stages. Would be a little easier because it's a little slower, so you can see. Now watch the cloak on Ecto actually goes over. It goes over the tombstone, no matter if she's in front or behind. So yeah, we can use that mode. I think we'll use that mode. And individual mode sprites are sorted based on their position and tile map and the order, and rendered in a way that allows for interweaving, blah blah blah. My only concern with this is since our sprites are not going to be the same size as the tile grid, I wonder if the sorting order might get goobered up in this, but I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise, chunk mode should work. And there's not going to be a lot on screen, so individual could work, you know, performance-wise. But I mean, this game's not very demanding, so it is what it is, right? Detect chunk culling. Yeah, we would want that. Time map renderer can detect the chunk bounds automatically, or bounds can be manually set in the next option. Oh, okay, that's cool. Mask interaction. The tile map can optionally be visible only inside or outside the sprite mask. That's handy. That's handy. I don't think we'll need to do that, but that's handy for thinking about like the Mansion game, which is the platformer game that I'm working on, which is usually on Thursdays, but we swapped out for the time being. I have to get this one done. You could do some neat stuff with that. I might not use it for Mansion because it's supposed to be like NES level technology. But if you think of like Super Nintendo games where there's like a spotlight inside, like in Super Mario when there's a spotlight in Bowser's Castle because it's so dark you can't see except for in the spotlight, you could do something like that with this tile mask. You just make the sprite mask, rather, the shape of a circle, if you can do that. I assume you can. And then you only render the tile map inside the circle, and then the rest can be black. You could do something like that. It'd be cool. You change the material that's used to render each tile. Cool. Sorting layer. This is the layer that defines the sprite's overlay priority during rendering. Order in layer. Use this option when you have more than one object in the sorting layer. It helps determine. Yeah. Okay, useful for rendering clouds and stuff. Okay. Cool. This stream is a nice vibe to get my homework done too. Hey, that's cool. That's kind of what I'm going for too. Hopefully it's laid back enough. Peeper, hello. Speak of the chicken that sits on my chair. Guess who's on my chair? What are you doing?
She's a bad girl and I had to go on the porch for a minute. She wanted in, so I thought she'd see if she could take it.
Oh. Give her a little treat or something.
She had some on the porch.
Oh, okay. Exploring the tile palette. Yeah. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Sure. Excuse me. Okay. I might miss it. What's your dev goals for the stream? For this particular stream, get as far as I can. But basically, I'm trying to port Ecto-Rush, a game that I've made in the past. This one. I'm trying to port this game to Unity so that we can easily distribute it again. So, it used to be available on Google Play and stuff, but it became a pain to maintain, and, Wyatt Peeper, quit freaking out. Just freaking out because the other ones are right here. But, oh, it was on iOS too, but they kept changing their requirements and stuff, and it was a pain to maintain, and we programmed this from scratch. So, it became kind of a hassle, and they weren't particularly, what's the word? They weren't commercially successful. We'll put it that way. So, it became kind of, unsustainable to keep them going. Now, if they were made in Unity, which is what the goal is, they will be much easier to maintain, and I should be able to do it on my own, even just as a charity to my own games. So, that's the goal right now. And we're doing Hamster Drop too. I started that porting process already. And you can find Hamster Drop, well, the demo, rather, the work in progress of that port on GameJolt.com, and that's also where basically everything I make is now. So if you're curious, go check that out. It's kind of in an early access state, and this one will be too. So I'll be uploading this sometime early next week to try out. And hopefully eventually they'll turn into full ports. That's the goal. And I'd like to have Ecto-Rush done by October so that it can be like a spooky holiday release. I think that would be cool. And I want to enhance a whole bunch of things too. I think right now the game is alright, but it's doesn't have the potential it could have been. So. Oh hey, and then here's the boss. So you get boss battles. If you get close, you can absorb a little energy for points. Now, because I have the shield, it makes it easier to absorb. And then here, you pull in a good spirit to help you when you're phased out. So you let go of the screen to phase out, and you press it down to phase in. Like, obviously, you can't move when you're phased out. But the idea is you send them back. And then you get a card, which has a random effect. It could be a boss power down, or a boss power up, or a shield, or a whole bunch of stuff. So that's the idea. Then you travel through the tombs, and I want to add more enemies and stuff to it, because I think they feel kind of barren, especially in the beginning. Like later on, it's not so bad. The game feels like it's a little loud. We'll turn it down. No, not that one. Volume mixer. Oh, everything's cranked up. No wonder it's so loud. Oh, let's turn it down about half. But in the later levels, it gets much more interesting. So I think I want to kind of maybe make the levels a bit more complex. What are you clicking for, Peeper? Make the levels a bit more complex earlier on. I think it was a little too gradual in how it was. So it's like Toho time or across Downwell, kind of, I guess. I guess. I've heard of Downwell. I know that it's like a falling game. So I guess that fits. It's just this one's going up and Downwell's going down, right? But yeah, it's kind of like Baby's First Bullet Hell, in a way. A little more emphasis on level design instead of and instead of firing, you kind of focus more on dodging exclusively. That's the whole idea. And if you get close to something, you get points. You know, some shmups have that kind of mechanic, so that was the idea. It's Baby's first bullet hell. There. I'd like to add more enemy types. We didn't have a lot of time to make this game when we first made it, and we kind of. What? I don't know if you hear it clucking in the background. What? What do you want? Oh, shit. What? Yeah, we didn't have a good experience with the publisher, and it didn't do well. Surprise, surprise. So, we're going to self-publish it this time, and we hope that it'll do much better. It's the death metal chicken again. Yeah. What do you want? I don't have anything to give you. Wish I had something to give her. What? I don't know. Will you eat these? Hold on. Will you eat this? Let's see. A little bit of this. That look good? Yeah. There you go. No? You don't want it. Okay, I didn't think so. I had a feeling you might not want it. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Where are you going? You getting down? I'm going to get nothing done with you up there. Whatever. I'll just let her sit there. So yeah, the idea is this time to enhance the game, port it to Unity to make it easier to develop and manage and update over the long haul, and then self-publish it so we don't have publishing nightmares again like we had last time. It should be really nice. Okay, well, let's just try it. Tile map. Rectangular. Sure. Animation frame rate. Frame rate for playing the animation tiles on the map 1? Does that mean 1 frame per second? I can see that being a reasonable change if you have like a change in color for certain ones or something. Kind of like the old NES games when they have like the strobing backgrounds, like Flashman stage, right? From Mega Man 2. They change about like every second or so, the pattern. So orientation XY, sure. Sort order from bottom left. That's fine. I think that'll give us the effect from the original game. Chunk, sure, we'll try it. Yep. Mask interaction, none. We'll want to use our custom sprite material. The sorting layer will be background walls. Yeah, that's fine. Open tile palette. Create new tile palette. Rectangle. Grid size. That's a good question. How big are these things supposed to be? Okay, I think we're actually gonna have to do a little monkeying. Actually, you know what? Let's not get into the specifics yet. And the reason I say that is because we might have to just reconfigure everything anyway. So let's say test tile palette, and we'll just, oh, if I could, no, P, capital P, T, capital T, okay. We're gonna say manual. I'm gonna say that they are half as high as they are wide. Sort mode default, sure. Create. Create palette into folder. Oh, okay. Tile palettes. Again, capital P. No. Actually, no. Oh, there it goes. Okay, select folder. Cool. Drag tile, sprite, or sprite texture assets here. Okay. You know what? Let's put this tab here. That'll help. And then we'll go to stages, graphics, background. No, obstacles. That's right. Okay, so we need these. Generate tile into folder. Did we already do that? Here, select that folder. Okay, alright. I don't know what's what here. Wait, how do I... I don't know. They're not the right size, right? So... Wait, so if I paste them here, it doesn't, wait, it doesn't do anything. Hold on. Is there any way to adjust the grid you're working with? The grid over here on the left or on the right? I don't know. I'm just learning this so far. I don't know what this is about. Oh, here it is. On the right? I assume so. I'm just not really sure. Just not really sure how to do it. I'd like to reorder these things. Oh wait, is it this? No? What's this? Oh, what happened? No. 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 Alright, let's go back to the instructions. Clearly we need to read more. Okay. Selection allows you to select a tile in the palette window to see the tile's settings. Okay. Move allows you to move the tiles around the scene view. Okay. Brush allows you to paint the scene view. Fill allows you to fill. Okay. Tile sampler allows you to pick tiles from the scene. It works like any eyedropper. Okay. Eraser, fill, blah, blah. Okay, that's cool, but... Okay. I think this is the section we're looking for. I should probably keep cell size automatic. That's probably what's screwing me up here. Well, sort of. I want automatic on the X, but I want to be able to control the Y. Alright, let's try that again. Let's undo. Undo, 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 undo. Undo, undo, undo. Undo, 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 undo. Maybe we can't go back that far? Yeah. New tile map. New palette too. We'll leave it automatic this time. How about that? There we go. Let's try this one more time. This is why we test it out first. It's no harm. Already exists. Do you want to override it? Yeah, that's fine. Right. Okay, that's about more what I was expecting. But they're still kind of weirdly offset, so... Okay, well, okay, I select that, and I paint it here, and it does nothing. If I select that one, and I paint it, does nothing. If I select all of them, wait. Paint a box? Is that what I want? No? I don't know, it's killing me. Oh, it's in edit mode. Maybe that's why. Oh yeah, there we go. Wait, so if I just select this one... Okay, I see what it did. And then that's where we would go to the tile map here, and we would say... Where's that setting now? Tile anchor. We would say 0Y. Yeah, there we go. That's how we adjust it. 0Y. We'll have to change the cell shape here. It's got a weird, shape to it. I'm not sure how to change that. But what does edit do? Whoa, wait, why am I making copies now? What is going on? I guess you can copy it and change the things here. Offset, rotation, scale. Okay, I mean, that's all nice. Or delete selection. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm starting to understand now. Modify comment, scale, transform. Insert row. Sure. I would like it so that they were... I'd probably have to do it in advance. I'll probably have to calculate what I want the cell sizes to be. And then re-import it that way. But it doesn't tell me what the size is here. Like, it says 111, sure. I'm not sure that that's actually correct here. Because when I did it last time, it didn't like that. I did like 1 and 0.5 for the height, and it did not like that. It made them like super huge. So I'm not sure what the idea is here. Well, let's read on a little more. Active sound might drop down to a sound might area. Select it, blah, blah. Wait. Did they just kind of glossed over the entire import process? Yeah, cell size, automatic. Yeah, why don't you go over these things here? I would like a nice explanation as to what kind of coordinates these are. That would be really cool. How come you won't do that? They go over everything else on the planet here. When you get here, they're like, nah, we're just gonna skip that part. Like, okay. Yep, and that's it. That's it? You skipped over the most important wacky part of this whole system. Okay. Alright, it's gonna be a pain, I can already tell. I don't I don't know why they're offset like this. This is so weird. Wait, so if I go here and I select this, position, size, I corrected its offset though, right? Yeah. But on here they still look weird. I don't understand. Hold on. Let's get out of edit mode. Select this. Oh, now it looks weird again. It's just too big for the thing here. Oh, wacky, look! They're like... You see the cutout of the sprite with the vertex and stuff. Yeah, see, like, I don't want this. I don't want this. I want them side by side. Ugh, okay. Oh, wait, cell size. Oh! Here we go. There we go. You change the grid size to match your tiles, roughly speaking. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and you could make them all sorts of wacky. I think we want them to be about this part. It's 1.26, 1.25. Should be fine. Because you see where the tombstone part here is. You see right here where the edge of the tombstone is, and that's how they layer on each other. Now we can check it with the actual game to see what the specific spacing is, but I expect that to be about right. Oh, they're actually spread apart a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Alright, I'm going to take a quick snapshot. Hit resume. And then Alt print screen. And hopefully that gives me what I need. Photo shoot. Alright, get this set up here. New! Yes, clipboard. Create. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, so they're actually spaced out more than that. Okay, fair enough. We'll just kinda... I'm going to keep that on a second monitor so I can look at that and adjust this in kind. Let's see. Here, what I want to do is bring in some guides to see about how far away they are. So it's just above the eye, right? And yeah. Okay. Maybe you can also adjust the actual size of the sprites too. It's easier to put lots of tombstones on the screen. Yeah, I was wondering when it asked me for like pixels per unit. I wonder if that also influences this in their size. I have a feeling that's going to play a part in this. See, the other thing too, like I was saying before, that the color would be really good, the color changes, because you notice that the farther away the tombstones are, the darker they get from being like to the road. We made sure that to do that, not only because it gives less of a monotonous look between them, but also the fact that it kind of guides you on what's the important part not to touch. Like, this isn't really important. You can't really get inside here, right? So it gives kind of like a highlighted look around the edge that's deadly. So that's why I was happy to see that they had that kind of color control in there. We might be able to use the grid itself to manipulate the color like this. Maybe like bake it in at editor time. That would be nice. Alright, let's take a look here. Okay, I'm gonna move that to the other monitor so I can kind of get a better idea here. I'm just gonna kind of sort of wing it here for a second. It's barely at the top part of the eye here. So kind of like that. 1.79. We'll say it's 1.8. There you go. Round it up. Make it nice and happy. Okay, and that kind of works. And then we can scale this down, right? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep the tile grid like this. Then we're gonna scale it down. My only concern with this is the way that the colliders are gonna work. Might not be forgiving enough, but we'll see. Because in the original game, you don't see it here, but... And I don't know if I can turn on the debug in the game anymore, or remember. But the collider was actually only like here. And then once you slip past this point, you could get behind it. And it wouldn't hurt you up here. And that, of course, did leave a gap between tiles, but they were so small that you really couldn't get in there and survive anyway, so it didn't really matter. You would still die. But it was something like that. It may have been a little shorter than the actual visual here, but the idea was that the top half of the tile wouldn't hurt you. Exactly, yeah. That way you don't get clipped by like the top of this, and it'd just be kind of frustrating, right? I don't know if Unity's gonna let me do that, the way that this works. So, huh. I mean, one cheap way you could do it, potentially, is by making this a third of what it is, and then don't fill in like every other one. You know what I mean? Like every 3 tiles would be an actual tile. So you would do it like this instead. Then you would have to like skip the one in the middle though. You could add a tile map for just hitboxes that's invisible. Potentially. Potentially. Yeah, you'd have to link them together somehow with code, but I could see that potentially working. So you have one for the visual, right? And that's the normal sized one. And then it relays whatever information you have here to the one that's like a third of the size. And it just knows that every 3 every 3 boxes is that, or whatever it happens to be. I guess realistically it should be half size here. Let's see. Grid size 0.5. Yeah, it should be realistically like half size. Wait, so how'd that work? What'd I do here? I increased the tile count somehow. What did I do wrong? I don't know now. What did I change? Okay, let's go back. There. It was a grid size? Let's see. Did I redo? Yeah, it was the grid size. Okay. That's what I changed. But if I made it 0.5, that's not right. If I made it just 1, that's a little better. Let's see, in terms of physical size, let's see. Yeah, man, I don't know. Is it possible to turn off collision on one of these? I would expect so, right? Yeah, because you would have to add a collider component, right? Let's see. They don't talk about it here, do they? Oh, here it is. Go to your tile map renderer. Add the additional component. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess you could do that. You could do that. So we'll do one that's visual and one that's physical. And we'll just have to make a script that manages between them. So whatever you change on the visual, it recalculates on the other tile map what the physical should be. And then you're right, just make it transparent and then you're good to go. That should, it makes sense to do it that way. So if we get this visually correct, then it's gonna be, oh yeah, well we were screwing with that before, right? Let me see if I can change the way that the sorting order here though. Orientation, that's fine. Where's that sorting order? Where's it here? Oh, it's here. There we go. Top left is what we want. That looks better. Okay, and we'll go back to grid. Wait, no, the grid's got to be consistent though, right? Oh no, maybe this won't work the way I think it does. This might not. I don't know. It did say you could only have 1 grid per scene, right? Or is that not true? You know what? We'll find out real quick here. Grid 2. And grid 2 is going to be stupid. It's going to be 2 by 2. Because I said so. Then the tile map. I guess we use the tile palette. And it's different than the other one. Right? Oh yeah, you can mix and match. I don't know why it said it was 1 grid per scene. You can clearly mix and match. We just did. Right? Right? Yeah, here, tile map, this tile map. Yeah, is different than the other one. Yeah, okay. I don't know why it said we couldn't do that. Or kind of implied that we couldn't, right? Let's see. Or maybe that's something they changed after 2019? Who knows? The grid. Let's see. The grid created a Okay, grid creates a layout for the scene that tile maps rely on. Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm happy that you can mix and match. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Whether it changed or was always like that, I guess I just worded it poorly. So we'll just go with that. Yeah, so we would want to then make the visual. And then collider grid. How about that? We can use friends. Let's see. The visual grid we had at cell size 2-1. Really wasn't technically 100% correct. They are overlapping a little, which is fine. But I would like to, if possible, find a more nuanced here. 2.05, is that really what it is? That's funny. Yeah. I might just go with 2 for simplicity's sake. Yeah, they overlap a little bit, but big whoop. That's alright. Let's see, how wide are these supposed to be? Oh, no, I don't want to put them in there. Just double click them, they open? Yeah. Hey, yeah, Indies just wing it, right, man? That's how it goes. Oh, 204? Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. 100 pixels per unit. 2.05 makes sense because the width is 204, so 100 pixels per unit. Divide 204 by 100 and you get 2.04, which is the actual size of the grid. Yeah, I mean we just type it in. 0.04. Oh, not 2.04. Yeah, and those are exact now. Yeah, you can see they're extremely exact. All right, whatever. We'll deal with it. It is what it is. It's a strange layout, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, so that means that the collider map is gonna have to be wait, let's see. This is the visual grid, right? Yeah. So these have to be stretched out more, as we saw in the example. Where just the tip of the eye here has to be where the other one is. So let's just monkey with it until we get that. Was it like that? Looks like it. Yeah, if you cross cut here. Oh, there's a pixel off. Okay, it's just the top of the eye here. Just the top of the eye. Right, yeah, and that's what we had before, 1.08. Now we'll quit fighting. I put a corn on the cob in there for them, and I think they're fighting over it. Yeah, okay, so visually that makes sense. 2.04 by 1.8. And then we'll probably have like half of that for the physical grid. So the collider grid is going to be 2.04, and then 1.8 divided by 2. And I'm going to, I don't know, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to make a new palette. I'm trying to think of how do I easily make the graphics match what the collider is supposed to look like. But I don't know. Well, this isn't exactly the most technical way to do it, but just do this. That doesn't look right. No, I don't think it got the correct info yet. Here, copy it from here. New. Sometimes you just gotta be jank. There we are. We'll just make a white rectangle. That's the size of what we want. How about that? Nope. It didn't quite go as planned. I wish it snapped to the pixel. Photoshop's really annoying to crop with for pixel graphics. Yeah, rectangles. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, there's my thumbnails from my YouTube. The YouTube videos. Yeah, we're on YouTube too. All the streams get archived on there. I got a playlist called Livestream VODs on there, and so I stick them all in there. I usually let the VOD stick on the timeline for like a week, but then it'll just get shifted over into the livestream VODs. They'll stick on to Twitch for like a week or so, but then they go away too, so. YouTube's the permanent thing for that. Yeah, we'll just put it right in assets. That's fine. Game, stages, and I'm gonna say physical stage tile. Yep. So if we go and make a new palette, okay, here's where we want manual 2.04, and we did what, 1.8 divided by 2? It's 0.9. Yeah. Then tile palettes, yeah, right here. Okay, and now drag this in. Why is it that big? Wait a minute. Oh, wait, did we not size it properly? I bet we didn't size it properly. How about this? Image size. Yeah, okay, it's a little bigger. It's a little bigger. Let's unlink these. 204 by 90. There we go. There we go. It updated. Yeah. Let's go. Yes. This is what we want. Alright, first let me erase all the old ones. And then before we go further, I want to change it so that the sorting layer here, no, not ground. It's gonna be walls, but it's gonna be like walls plus 100. Uh-oh. What is that? Alright, hold on. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, it's filling. It's filling. We just want to brush. There, now it shows up above them, right? There we go. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. Look at that. That's it. But we want this to be painless as possible, right? Yeah, hitboxes. We do want this to be as painless as possible to edit. So the question now becomes, how do we synchronize one to the other? I think it might be a little harder than we might give it credit for. Because it's going to store these things in chunks, the actual data behind the scenes might be a chunk coordinate plus an offset coordinate. That's my expectation of what might be here. So I don't know how exactly this might work, but we're just gonna mess with it, right? And we'll see. Oh, we already have a thing called tile map parent. Well, how about that? Let's just put them right in. Boom, boom. And we're going to then create a new tile map editor controller. Sure. We can rename it later if we want. And we're just gonna screw with it. We'll see what we can do with it. Boink. So we're gonna need a public tile map. Tile map. Is it its own thing? Ah, tile map? Tile maps. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, we don't want to install an update. Go away. Tile map. Okay, it's all one word. We're just gonna get some references. Tile grid? Let's see. Tile maps.grid? No. Tile maps dot what? Nothing. There's nothing. Wait, so what is this a parent of? Yeah, it's tile maps. Okay, hold on. We just want to get some references and then monkey around with them and see what we can do. Tile base, flags, tile map. Uh-oh. There's not a lot here. I wonder if you can even get to the grid data. Well now. Tile maps, timeline, and that's it. Okay. Alright. Tile map. Visual. Tile map. Physical. Alright, let's see what we can do. Tile map, visual, and what do we have here? Cell gap, cell bounds, cell layout, swizzle, local stuff. Cell to local? Oh, that must be, yeah, to get positions. Cell to local interpolated. Cell to world. Yeah, so this is how you get the coordinates for some of this stuff. Clear all editor preview, blah blah blah. Contains tile, delete cells. Preview box fill. Wonder what that is. Does an editor preview of a box fill with the given starts from the given coordinate? I don't know. That might be just some custom editor stuff. Oh yeah, so you can manipulate the editing here. Oh, you know what? That makes me wonder. Is there using Unity editor.tile maps? There is. We might need that. We gotta put it in its own brackets though. We gotta do editor. Yeah. We gotta put it in its own little editor brackets here. Otherwise it won't compile outside of the editor. Alright, so what do we have here to work with? Box tool, erase tool, grid brush, move tool, all this stuff. Okay. Tile utility. Editor tool. Okay, yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna need these. Base class for editor tools, which work with the tile palette. Grid brushes. Utility class for creating tiles. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna need that. Okay. Yeah, I guess just gonna have to monkey with it and see what we can get. Okay, we were here, just kind of taking a look at what's available. Orientation matrix of the orientation of the tiles. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like the XYZ, XZY, etc., etc. If you got a 3D representation. Refresh tiles, refresh tile. Like how it says refreshes A, and then they forgot to fill in the description. Refreshes a what? What? Okay, refreshes all. Remove flags. Resize bounds. Resize tiles. Their tile maps to bounds defined. Oh, that's weird. Sure. Collider. Oh boy. Sure. Set tile. Yeah, okay, well, this is what we're gonna need. This is what we're gonna need. We need to set the tile at a certain position. Set tile flags. Okay, set tiles. Okay. Set tiles block. Okay. Yeah, I think these are going to be what we're looking for. Size of the tile map and cells. Swap. That's what I'm worried about. That the origin and the size might be offset, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. Gets the anchor point of tiles in the tile map. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, can we get a list of all tiles? There's efficient ways to do this, and there's brute force ways to do this. But since all this is only going to happen at editor time, we can do a brute force, and there shouldn't be that many tiles. We should be okay to do that. What, Peeper? What do you want? What are you growling for? Look around. Want Sketty? Can get you Sketty later when I'm done here. Chickens love spaghetti. You would not believe it, how crazy they go for it. I think maybe part of it is because they look like worms. They go nuts with them. They love bread. They love pasta. All that carby shit, they love it. They go nuts for it. Yeah, they'll go crazy. Like, Peeper here will try to, if I'm eating spaghetti, like say if I'm being lazy and I'm eating in bed, you know, I take my food and I go to bed, sit down and watch TV or something. The chicken will come up on the bed and it will try to sneak, it will try to like, it thinks it's sneaking, I guess, but it comes in and it's like, I want that spaghetti. It's coming in and it's just like, it's looking and it's kind of weaving, like it knows it's not supposed to take my food, but it's coming in and it's like trying to figure out a way how to steal that spaghetti. And it'll grab a noodle and it will just run with it. And it's hilarious, but you gotta be careful because when they eat, they shake whatever they're eating a lot. So if it's got sauce on it, it'll fling sauce all over the place. So what I do is when I make spaghetti, I just take some plain one, a bit of plain ones, and I set it aside. And then I'll give that to her later. You know, once it's cooled down. Like, you don't want to give it to them when it's hot. I let it, take some out, set it aside, and cool it and give it to her. And I'll do that with the babies too, now that they're here. So everybody gets a little sketty. Otherwise, they'll be trying to steal it from me. Well, they're trying to kill the noodle so that it can't run away since they swallow it whole, I guess. Yeah, that's what I figure. They think it's a bug or something. Or a worm. Well, that's what I was saying. I think they think it's a worm. And, man, when Little Peep ate that worm, though, he didn't even bother to try to kill it. It was gone. It was just gone. Like, that thing was as big as he was. He was a little tiny chick at the time. I didn't think he could eat it. But he sucked that giant worm up. I was like, whoa. And he did it so fast, I could barely get a picture of it. I got that picture on Instagram where you just see the last centimeter of the worm hanging out of his mouth before he got the whole thing in. Like, by the time I saw him with it, to the time that I hit the camera app and pulled it up, that was all that was left. He had grabbed it, he ran with it to get away from the others, because if they find something good, they'll run away, so the others can't get it. And by the time that I got the camera on him, that thing was gone. I was like, damn, I didn't think he could eat it to begin with. But, yeah. Crazy. But they love worms, man. They'll eat basically anything. They eat mushrooms, they eat worms. But we got mushrooms that grow in the yard. And the wild chickens will eat them all day long, so apparently it doesn't hurt them. And the little chicks went out there and they went wild over it. They like eating the stems, though. Maybe because it looks like a worm? I don't know. It's weird. What I'd like to get here is I'd like to get a list of tiles. Or a list of tile positions or something. Get tile. Get tile type. I can't just get tiles, plural? Get tile block, tiles block. Retrieves an array of tiles within the given bounds. That's not really what I want. I mean, I could just do this for a giant section. I could just type in a big number and it would give me everything I want, but that's pretty monkey. I don't want to return to monkey here. I want to do big brain human programming. Hmm. Set tiles. Alright, let's look again. Get cell bounds. Get cell size. No, we don't want cell. We want the entire thing. Contains tile. Delete cells. Compress bounds. Compress the origin and size of the tile map to the bounds where tiles exist. I assume that it does that automatically? Editor preview origin. Editor preview size. Enabled. Get bounds local. Returns the local bounds for a cell. Location. No, that's not what we want. Get components. No. Get editor preview. Tile. Get instantiated object. Okay, it probably returns, yeah, game object. Okay, fair enough. Get sprite. This kind of makes me wonder if you could make a tile map for enemies that's different from the tile map that's like the tiles. But it would never actually like get loaded, right? But it would just be an editor only tile layer that you can set enemies onto. And then you can create a script to read that and translate those enemy tiles into actual coordinates to spawn enemy objects. That might be a nice way to make that a little easier to manage when you're doing tile editing. I'll have to think about that. Use tiles count. Get the total number of different. What does that mean? Get the total number of different. I think they forgot to finish that one too. It's just an integer though. Yeah, different what? Maybe it's a type of tiles, a different, get the total number of different types of tiles? I don't know how that would be useful though. Get used tiles, non-alloc, okay. Layout grid, local bounds. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to look at the utilities here in the editor to get what we want. Alright, so toolbox is what? Tool for doing a box fill. We don't need that. Erase fill tool, grid brush. Grid brush editor. Blah, 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 blah. Grid selection. Move tool, tool. And tile utility. Creating tiles. Create a default tile. Oh, geez, that's it. And get a default tile. Alright. Yeah, I guess there's really not much here, is there? Oh boy. Okay. Might have to do some deep research here. Destroy. I wanted to do this part off stream so that I could have the answer and explain it, but I didn't get the time this week. We had ooh, tile map changed event. What's that do? Okay. This might be the key here. This might be the key to figuring this out. Yeah, E3 was this week, and with all the damn, well, not damn, but with all the animal babies that have shown up lately all at once, we didn't have a lot of time to do much this week. Search Google for Unity tile map, and here we go, the manual. I just didn't have a lot of time to do much this week. Oh, that's a tile map component, but I want the script. I like how it doesn't tell you. This one? Here we go. I think? Wait, maybe not. No, it's tile map module. I don't like how it doesn't tell you what's what here. Yeah, okay. That's the... that one. That's that one. That's not what we want. That's that one again. I want the script one, damn it. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, we want the renderer. No, that's not what we want. Go back. Time map script. It doesn't do it. Scriptable tiles? Wait, what's a scriptable tile? Wait, what is a scriptable tile? Scriptable tiles, create script. It doesn't really tell me what it's for though, right? Alright, whatever. Hold on. I'm getting distracted now. I don't want packages. I want 2D file map. I'll say, let's try to find it normal. But this is just, yeah, this is just how to use it, but... Switch to scripting. Yeah, here we go. Oh, here we are, here we are. Here we are. Okay. That's, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm just being dumb, I guess. Tile map, go here. Here we go, baby. This is what we want. Events, tile map changed. Callback set by a user to notify them when tiles have changed on a tile map. Now, considering that it is the class tile map change, I think you're going to get a change on every single tile map that's ever changed. And that's fine. Yeah, it's going to tell us what the tile map is. And I don't know what sync tile is, but maybe it's whatever one that got changed. Okay, that's fine. Let's try that. There are no examples. I hate when they don't give an example of how to use it. But, I guess we'll do this. Say on enable. So void tile changed, tile map, and the sync tile, let's say tiles, should be able to add this to the event. And then on disable, we'll remove it from the event. And then we have to say that this is execute in editor. So that these should work. And really what we can do here is say when the map is the visual map, or rather when we say when it's not the visual map, then we'll return, because we only care about editing the visual map. And then from there, we can go through a for loop of the tiles that have come in. And we should be able to find out some information about the tiles, so... we'll extract one of the tiles, and then what do we get? Tile dot... Hey, there we go. And this is what we want. Position. Yeah, that's what we want. We want the position. And then we'll say that for now, let's just print the position. Public vector 3. No, wait. List vector 3 int, was it? What is this position again? There's a vector. Yep, vector 3 int. Okay. Let's change tile positions equals new list. So what we'll do here is we'll clear the list whenever a change is made. And then we'll add all the positions to this list. And this will give us a readout and see if what we're doing is manageable or reasonable or whatever. So here, and you see the list here is empty because we haven't done anything. And we do have to pull in the visual grid. And I'm going to make the tile palette separate here. It's a little easier to manage. I'll tell Amber you said hi. Thank you. And good night, by the way. Oh, I never saved this scene. Tile map test. Okay. So if we paint from here onto here, it didn't show up. Oh god, it didn't show up. Hey, who's that? Oh, Crimson Guitarist, thank you for the follow, man. Wait, why are these offset now? What happened? Why are these offset? Oh, I was painting them on the wrong one. I was painting them on this one. I want to paint them on this one. Anyway. Point is that this should be... Oh, here we go. It actually did it this time. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Do I do one? Yeah, it's working. Now that it's loaded. But look at it's pulling in. It's pulling into position. And it gives me a list of everything. So if I hold down the mouse and I do this, it gives me a whole list of tiles that have changed. That's what I'm looking for, baby. But it also does it for the deleted ones. So I don't... How do I know if it was deleted or added? I don't know. I guess I'd have to check what the tile information is. Oh look, if I try to delete something that doesn't exist, it doesn't update either. That's good. I don't have to worry about blank messages coming in. Yeah, alright, alright. This might work. This might work. So we said that this tile map has double the size of tiles as the other. They're double high. So we need to take the position and divide it by 2. Or times it by 2. Maybe. Let's see. Let's think about that for a second. If we got this position, which is -1, 2. Oh, I guess it bases it off the origin. That makes sense. We got 1, -2. Then this has to be doubled. This will be, yeah, this will be -4 on the other map, right? If we do that, if we create this. Not that one, this one. And from here is -4. Yeah, so it'll be 2x the y value. And then we want to place a tile there. Alright, let's see if we can do that. Let's see if that'll work. First, let's do a check to see if this even exists. And we'll do a debug. Log warning. The tile map physical was not set. Suppose we could do that for up here as well. That way we'll have warnings. If something doesn't happen, well, we'll know why. Just good programming there. Okay, I don't care about this list of changes right now. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. And the reason I'm going to leave it there is to make sure that if anything actually happened, I can tell something happened. So, let's see. Tiles. We grab the tile, we get its position. I'm going to say add to the debug list. And that'll be at the end. So we want vector3 int physical tile position. First we're going to get the position, but then, like we said, we're going to change the y to times equals 2. So we multiply the y by 2. That should give us our physical tile position. Calculate physical tile position counterpart. There. Ah, I keep hitting Shift R or something. What did I? Shift S. No? I did Control Shift S? Yeah, that's it. And this stupid Radeon thing keeps popping up. I guess, I don't know, the instant replay is off. Whatever, man. It's killing me. I hate that Radeon software. I wish graphics card manufacturers would just stop trying to be fancy. Because all they're doing is being annoying. Alright. Trying to get my windows here. Let me move this over here. Okay. So now with this position, we want to attempt to access the physical. In fact, might be easier to just view it. Ah, not here. Here. Public methods, that's what we're looking for. We want to set a tile. Can we set a tile? Set tile. Sets a tile at the given XYZ coordinate of a cell in the tile map. Okay, it needs a tile base. Tile map set tile base. And a position. So we'll give it the position that we calculated and the tile base, but we need a tile base. Tile base. Hold on. Tile base. Ah! Physical tile base. Base. And we'll add a warning for this one too. Yeah, let's make this a little more explicit that something didn't happen because of this warning. There we go. And then set tile to physical tile position, physical tile base. Theoretically that should work, but we're gonna have to set that tile base if we can in editor. I really hope it's possible. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Yep, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Then we can just select it from there. Oh boy. Oh baby. Alright, let's see if it works. Oh, what happened? Yeah. Point. Oh, look at it! Look at it! It did it! It did it! Hey! It works! Look at that! Oh my god! And we just winged it too. Oh, it's beautiful! Alright, that's gonna make things a lot easier. That's gonna make things a lot easier. Uh-oh, it blew up. What happened? Oh, I found a flaw. If you leave... Oh no! Okay. I was gonna say, if you leave the window, it stops painting. That's kind of a flaw because it didn't detect it, but as soon as you hit another one, it captures everything you did before. So you could do this and go out here and then just tap and then it gets everything. But, oh my god, can you believe that actually worked? Look at that. Oh, yeah. Why can't I... Oh, when I delete? Okay, look. we gotta fix this. When I delete, we need to delete everything. Okay, so we've got it half done. We've got it half done. We need to check whether or not it deleted or not. And I think I know how to do that. I think the way to check that would be to check the tile base. Well, what do we have here? Tile is, oh, the sync tile. Okay, well, what does sync tile do? What does that give us? Name, blah, blah, blah. My hunch here is that this sync tile is going to be null if it got deleted. It's a nullable type. So if it wasn't deleted, we want to do this. We want to set the tile. Or honestly, let's try it this way. If tile was deleted, can we just set this to null? Yeah, okay. Let's try this. Uh-oh, who's calling? So we'll do null here if it was deleted. And if it wasn't deleted, then we'll set that. That might work. That might work. So if we go here and we start deleting. Yep, my hunch was right. Hunch was right. Now there are going to be some tiles that won't be able to be deleted here because they exist without a counterpart tombstone. So we'll have to manage that, and that's okay. I think the easiest way to do that would probably be just to clear it. I wonder if we have a clear here, or we don't. Oh, that's a render. How about reset? Hey, there we go. Reset. Reset works. Uh-oh, wait, but that changed my settings? No, we didn't change settings here, so that's fine. But we do have to change these settings back. Alright, let's make sure it works still. Boom. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. Erase? Hey! That's what I'm talking about. Oh god, it's beautiful. It works so flawlessly. So far. I'm sure there's an edge case somewhere. Yeah, baby! Hey, that went more smooth than I thought it would. Okay, so I don't need this list anymore. That was merely a debugging feature. Now all you gotta do is make the hitbox tiles turn invisible once the game starts up. And I think I know exactly how to do that. I think I know exactly how that would work. Okay. Wait, the grid looks weird now. How come the grid looks weird? Something happened. Something goofed up. Oh, here. I don't know why that happened. That got moved somehow. I probably grabbed it by accident trying to... Yeah, I think I shifted it. Okay, so what I would do here, then, is just undo the tile renderer. Boom, and they're gone. How about that? On and off, baby. That's it. That's all I'd have to do. And when it actually gets loaded, I'll just make a script to tell it to turn it off. And that's the end of that. So this editor controller, this is gonna have some... It's gonna have to have some limits on it. So we're gonna have to say that only this stuff can be used within editor. Otherwise it'll get really unhappy. So there. All this stuff only happens in editor. That way, none of this code can be activated for any reason in a release build. I've been told, and I don't know how accurate this is, I've been told that you do not want to do a precompiler on an actual serialized reference. So that if I did this, it would get mad. And it would potentially have a performance implication that it serialized something in editor, and then it tried to deserialize it in release, and it's like really pissed off because it doesn't exist. Because this doesn't exist in the release. I've heard that that's a problem. I don't know 100% if that's really true. I mean, I don't know. And the reason I suspect that maybe it might not be true is it looks like Unity goes through and reserializes and revalidates every object in the game when it makes a release build. And if that was the case, then it should be able to catch the fact that these don't exist in the release build and then not reference them. But I don't know. Whatever the case is, it's not going to kill it to have these serialized references here. It's not eating up any significant memory, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's get rid of the directives that we're not using, and we actually didn't end up using the editor one here, so you know, I'm going to leave it there as a reminder that it exists, even if we're not using it. I think that's reasonable. Let's close that window. Okay. Yeah, how about that? Okay, so the next thing is having a collision. Tile map collider 2D. Max tile change count? What does that mean? Alright. Back to reading. Collider for 2D. Oh, what happened? I clicked the thing by accident. Let's go to manual. Oh, wait, is it not a thing in the manual? Hold on. Tile map. Tile map renderer, scriptable. It's not here? It's only in scripts? I mean, okay, I guess. Whatever, man. Collider for 2D physics representing shapes defined by the corresponding tile map. Amount of collider shapes. Yeah, wait, hold on. Where was that one? Maximum tile change count. Maximum number of tile changes accumulated before doing a full collider rebuild instead of an incremental rebuild. Interesting. I guess that's kind of an editor-only thing? Sure. I don't know. Why would it need to do a full rebuild ever then if it incrementally does them? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Does it need a rigid body? Or does it not? I guess it would make sense to have it. I mean, because it could potentially move, right? Rigid body 2D. And then here's where we can set our things anyway. Kinematic, full kinetic, context, discrete, continuous. We never want these to sleep. These cannot sleep. Well, that's not true. We'll say they start awake. That's fine. Constraints. We do not want this to move at all. We can't get bumped around. Yeah, okay. That should be fine. We don't need a physics material. I mean, this seems reasonable enough. Oh yeah, and you can see This would be hard to see on stream, but I can see the green outlines. Here, if I turn the renderer off, it might be more apparent. Yeah, see the green boxes? There's the green boxes. Actually, kind of curious if I were to place one of these. Oh, look at it! It actually takes the shape of the object that you put in. How cool is that? So if you make a slope tile, then you'll have that. That's cool. I wonder if that's what the generate physics shape is about. Do I have that on here? Yeah, generate physics shape. So if I take that off, will that change how this tile map works? No, it still shows it. It must approximate the shape somehow. That's really cool. But also could get really annoying. Wonder if there's a way you can, like set a physics shape without it pulling one from the sprite. Collider type. Oh, maybe that's it. We might not have to go through all this. If we can just tell it to have a collider of the shape that I want. Well, that's our time's up. Well, we're going for a little bit longer. Ignore the time's up for now. We might have done this all for nothing, but that's fine. We experimented and we did something cool, so it's alright. But if we could change this collider type somehow and make the collider not the shape of the sprite, but only like a little bit at the bottom, and maybe we could do that instead. It was still a fun exercise to screw around with the tile map, though. But it might be possible to do something like that. Alright, let's look at the tile palettes here. New tile palette. Yeah, maybe. I think running 2 tile maps wouldn't be very performant if I could just get it to work on the other one. Let's see, this one's new palette too. That's this one. Cell size automatic. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Collider grid. Sprite grid or none. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Because that's the only options. You either collide with nothing, the sprite shape, or the grid. And grid is really what, grid is what we wanted anyway. So it'll be more performant if we do the grid. But it won't be exactly what we want. So yeah, here, what'll happen is if we go here now and we print this, see how it only prints the grid? Even though it's a tombstone. And then the sprite was the sprite shape. I mean, if you wanted to do, it'd probably be pretty inefficient, but if you wanted to do something like, oh, how do I want to put it? If you wanted to do something like make your own tiles out of the visuals here and make different slopes, or even like curved slopes and stuff and things like that, you could probably do that. Now it's going to take up extra RAM to store those images, but you could use that to generate the physics shape. I mean, RAM's kind of cheap, so maybe it wouldn't be that bad. Might be alright, but I don't know. At least they wouldn't be rendering, but yeah, I couldn't say whether they'd be that good or not. But at least for now, it works. That also alleviates the worry that I had to have a graphic that was fitting for the thing here to get the shape that I wanted, which doesn't seem to be the case because you can set it to grid size. You can set it to grid here instead of sprite. Now here's the next thing. So let's try this galaxy brain potential. Can you change the physics shape here at all? It's like, what is this? Is this the physics? Oh, that's border. I don't know what border is. Oh, that's for repeating a tile, I think. I think that's if you want to repeat it. But just for hoops and giggles, if I do that, and now go back here, and then, oh wait, I want to change that one back to sprite. What happens? No, it's still wacky. So that's not, nope, no galaxy brain there. I think this is just for repeating when you're doing the repeating render type. Let's see. Sprite editor, custom outline. Oh, custom physics shape. That's what I want. That's what I want, baby. Okay. How do I don't know what to do. I don't know how this works. No! How does this work? If I do this, will it make it a tile? Let's do this. Let's do this goofy looking thing. How about that? We'll do a goofy one. Alright, set the sprite. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Do a custom shape. Now look at, interestingly, the old one did not change. Only the new one that I posted changed. It's possible that it just needs to refresh. Yeah, there it goes. It refreshed. How about that? Okay. That solves potentially part of the problem. Alright, so we don't need the two tile maps potentially here. As long as I map out the correct coordinates and make sure all of them are consistent, it should be fine. But then we have a problem. Shouldn't be too bad of a problem. Potentially. Yeah, all you need to do is add the tile offset. Yeah. If I did it here, if I did the 0. Now it's gonna offset those two, but yeah, there we go. And see that would work. Obviously I'd have to change the shape, but you get the idea. That actually makes it really easy to mess with. Okay, so here's a problem that we're gonna have that might not be too bad of a problem. In Ecto-Rush, the visuals depend on what area you're in. The tile data is the same whether it's a gravestone or whether it's one of these. It just visually represents the tile as something else depending on what your background style is currently. So it draws the correct sprite for the correct area that you're in. Which is fine, cool, whatever. How do we do that in Unity? As you saw, the tiles were created per graphic. Oh, damn, my hand twitched. Maybe you can change the frame of animation it's on. That's an interesting idea. And then just like stop it from updating the animation frame once you got it to where you want it. That's an interesting workaround. I like that. I'll have to look into see how to do animated tiles. I don't mind if all the graphics are loaded in at once. And we've definitely got enough VRAM to do that. It's just a matter of getting them there. The only other thing I can think of is if when the tile map loads, it just checks for all the tiles and overwrites them with whatever one that you want to display currently. You know? But you would have to read the tile map, look for any tile that's not null, and then replace that tile with the one coming in. Now that may not be performant. It would technically work, but it may not be performant because you're not doing that at editor time. You can use a pattern from Area 1 also in Area 2 if you want to. And the game does regularly do that. It pulls kind of like each one has a difficulty rating, and they're put into difficulty pools, each little pattern. And then they're loaded randomly. It'll say, okay, we're in Area 2, which is, say, difficulty 5. But we may pull down from difficulty 4 randomly, and maybe pull up from difficulty 6 randomly. Most of them will be difficulty 5, but we'll say, 10% chance you might get a difficulty 6, and a 20% chance you'll get a difficulty 4. And then it pulls from those different pools of sequences. But a difficulty 4 might have been from the area with the gravestones. So you can't rely on the fact that you can't rely on the notion that they might be specific to specific areas. So there is that problem. So that it'll have to be somewhat of an agnostic piece of data that gets overwritten. The other thing you could do, you could check for all tiles in the scene, and you could just instantiate game objects of the graphic on top of it. That would not be performant. It would work, but it wouldn't be performant by any measure. You could bake that into editor time, and then just have all those instantiated game objects flip their visuals. You could do that. You just cache reference to all the sprite renders and then change them all. But again, that's a lot of extra game objects. That's probably not super performant. Maybe initializing the stage you're on, and you can set the animation frame it's on. Oh yeah. Yeah, you mentioned that. I'm just going through all the possibilities. I recognize that one might be a good one to do. If you could somehow manipulate it to get to the animation frame that you want and then stop it from advancing at that point, would actually be a really good way to do it. That'd probably be the most performant way to do it. I just don't know if that's A, possible, or B, how to do that. So whenever the prefab, however we store these, whether they're going to be scenes or prefabs or whatever, when they're loaded in, they're awake. A script in there in the awake scope could just do something like that potentially. So yeah, while we're here, let's look up animated tile data. Here. Unity, how to animate tiles. Okay. Assuming this site should be safe to view. Download the script animated tile. And put it in your project. And you can find animated tile, create tile. Oh, he made a thing to do it. He made a script to do it. Well, he made his own tile base. This makes me wonder. Oh, a link. Wait, is this where I am? No, you gave me a different one. Okay, hold on. I'll check it out. Let's see. Linky. This better be safe. Counting on you. Excuse me. You already know how to do that. Great job. If I'm making this process more complicated, it should be. Let me know. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Oh, this could be outdated because this was for the beta version, but sure. Hey, look at that. It's campfire. Do. Okay. Things to download. Okay. Let's just see what it says. Open Unity. Unzip 2D extras. The assets, 2D extras. Is that a package? What is 2D extras? Oh, here it is. So it's a Unity thing. Makes me wonder if it's just a package that you can import. Where's my thing? Here. Package manager. I don't see 2D extras, so maybe it is something you gotta import. Alright, well, let's read the whole thing first. See what we do. Right-click your hierarchy, add a tile map. Okay. Third, right-click your project's asset folder and create an animated tile. Okay, I mean, at this point in time, it could be integrated already into Unity, so let's see if we have anything here that looks like it. Does not look like it. I'd expect it to be in here. Yeah, okay, well, I might have to download that. Open up the inspector for the new animated tile. Yeah, tiles, animated tiles. Oh, I see. Number of sprites. This might be hard for you guys to see. Let me blow it up. So they got number of sprites. Sprite 1, Sprite 2. Min and max speed? What does that mean? Why would you have a minimum and a maximum? Start time. Slider type. Yeah, so I think what's going on here, I think they're doing what the other one did. where Unity went and they made their own tile base, animated tile. And then they did some code for it. And in fact, this thing, yeah, see, create tiles, animated tile. He might have just pulled this out of this. This file might just have been from the Unity package that they were talking about, the 2D extras. That's probably what this came from. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to just... Can I just get... Nope. Boink. There. I have a hunch this just simply came from that 2D extras. If that's the case, we might be able to just copy it in. Yeah, that's what I say. I think it's the same. So, let's just pull it in. Animated tile. Bada bing, bada boom, and that's it. And see what we get. So if we create, yep, tiles, animated tile. Just call it stone, I guess. Number of animated sprites, 4. And we want wall 1, wall 2. Now here's the deal, what I'm thinking. If you can just create your own type like this, you know what you might be able to do? I might be able to just make my own version of this that loads the appropriate sprite for the appropriate area. And then I don't have to worry about getting complicated with all this stuff. And then we could just do it that way. I think that would probably be the smart way to do it. So I don't have time to do that today. But this gives me a jumping off board now. I could even go in here and just edit this until I get what I want, right? Oh no, they used to do the thing I used to do. I think this was before you could just do this. I used to format it the same way, put it all in one line like this. Oh, it's so disgusting though. This must have been before they allowed you to just do the arrow. Yeah, properties are weird. Oh well. That is what it is. But yeah, I could possibly just edit this script until I get what I want out of it. You know what I mean? And then I could just tell it to load the sprite that's appropriate for the area that it's been generated in. I think that would probably be the smart way to go. I think that would be nice. But I'll do that on my own. I don't know how long that will take. That sounds like it might take an hour or so to go, and I'm kind of out of time as is, so I think that's where we'll leave it. But we got some decent information. I mean, we even built a, albeit not a perfect solution, but we iterated on a solution on how to correlate differences between different tile maps and do all that kind of stuff. And that's pretty big because I could use that in other projects. That information is very nice. So it wasn't wasted time by any measure. But yeah, I think we're doing all right. We learned a lot today. How about that? The more you know. Imagine that graphic, because I don't have it on hand. And we'll go from there. So I have a deadline to meet with this, so I gotta bang this out over the weekend, the rest of this. With the next time that we come back, which will be the 24th, I'm going to have a lot more done than it looks like now, and then we'll go over all that. So that'll be fun. And then I can show you how I got everything working. We'll see how much I can get done over the weekend. And then that demo will go up on Game Jolt either Monday or Tuesday. That's why I said that's my deadline, Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday is really the deadline. I'd like to get it done by Monday though, so I don't have to goof with it. But if I have to, Tuesday I'll take that. And then on the 24th we'll go over everything that I got done with it. I don't have to get the whole thing done. And in fact, I probably wouldn't be able to get the whole thing done unless I went super crazy crunch over the weekend. And I just need something up there. That's my deadline for myself. Put something up there that you guys can use, something playable, something neat. It doesn't have to be the full game. And the same thing with Hamster Drop when I uploaded that. It was just kind of a little early access demo teaser view of it. And that'll be it. Then like I said, on 24th we'll go over all that. And then probably the next week, if I feel like I didn't accomplish enough, we might do another day of this, but if not, then we'll probably be back to mansion stuff. Which now that we have the tile map information, you see where this all links together, I can take that, what we learned about the tile maps, and then bring it into the mansion project and then see how that works. That would be fun. So, we'll see. We'll see how it works. I think it'll be good. And then we'll go from there. So, schedule. On Sunday, the next stream day, I guess I'm doing more Dark Souls. Isn't that fun? That'll be, that'll be fun for you, not for me. I'm enjoying the game, but man, it is definitely, it's tougher than I thought it would be. And not just in the way of, like, oh, I completely underestimated. I thought it'd be a cakewalk. No, I thought it'd be like, okay, this game probably about as hard as your average NES game. Because everybody's complaining about the difficulty, and nobody can even complete those games anymore because they're so hard. And I'm thinking, no, after playing it, I'd probably rather play Ninja Gaiden. I think I'd have an easier time beating Ninja Gaiden than beating this game. Like, it's really bad. It's really bad. But I'm gonna persevere. We'll do at least another night of it. We'll see where we get. I would like to finish it. It's not gonna happen in one day, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then on Monday, Pocket Fighter EX comes back as usual, and Thursday, Ecto-Rush is back. Like I just went over. And that's pretty much it. So that's it. I guess we're all done. Everybody have a good night. It's about 11 o'clock here on the East Coast, so it's time to go to sleep. And then I'll see you guys on Sunday. So, oh, and Patreon stuff here. Let me get. Oop, there's the link. If you feel like supporting my personal efforts in game development, and you want some prototype builds and other behind-the-scenes goodies, that's the place to go. We've got a list of generous people to read out the names from who are patrons. Alex Smith, Bugan, Cameron Lyle, Varian X, Wakened Emperor, Angel, excuse me, Rui Luis, Mike Cruz, Taryn Williams, Bryce Nagalingam, AJ, Alex D, A Grave Spirit, Omega Keo, Miles Griffin, Ben K, D-Money 107, and LD Walker. Thank you guys very, very, very much. And I guess we'll see you guys on Sunday, Monday, and next Thursday. So everybody have a good one, and scrub out.